They're not going to do shit. At the end of the day, they can't do shit.
If he thinks we can't do something, you're going to look at this judge and think I can't do something, young man. You're going to learn a.
Today, we're in Judge Simpson's courtroom, and this case is unbelievable. This guy actually thought cutting off his tether would solve his problems. Now, he's standing in front of the judge asking for his bond back. Honestly, if I had done that, I'd be hiding somewhere, not confidently asking for another chance. It's not just bold, it's completely out of touch with reality. Tether rules exist for a reason, and ignoring them is basically saying, I don't take this seriously. Watching him.
Calls the case of the people versus Marquesi Hankey.
Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Kevin Hassan, except one.
All right, it's your motion.
I did file a motion to state that previous PCC hearing, my client's bond vote from privileges from the jail suspended due to allegations that he cut off his tether and contacted the complainant. Following that particular bond hearing, the judge my client not contact the complainant with period from the jail. Also instructed my client that if allowed to be back on bond, we would ask the court to hopefully just reinstate his original bond with tether. I would note, Judge, that he has no prior criminal, no prior adult felony conviction whatsoever. Following the submission of my motion, I did read the people's response, which I guess there's been allegations that my client had contacted the complainant subsequently. Now, I just found out today some transcripts. Obviously, people address this. Some of the language that was used during conversations, I don't have phone conversations myself, but I will admit, Judge, that it seems that my client had contacted the complainant even after his bond. And so I say this, Judge, and again, I know it seems like my client is kind of throwing up his middle finger to the court.
Oh, yeah. He is.
But Judge, I just would state that this young man, I think he understands now that the court orders are serious, that the court orders him to do something, it means. So Judge, I'm just asking, I guess, for some leniency to trust that Mr. Hankey will comply. He had a $75,000 cashier bond that he was able to post to a bondsman. The only thing I can ensure that if the court were to give him a second chance, he would not violate his bond, even if the bond is a house arrest with strict conditions. So, Judge, I am asking the court to reinstate his bond, and if the court is unwilling to do so, I would at least ask that his phone privileges be allowed back on to at least contact family. Does he's never had any contact with his family, his children? He hasn't been able to contact his dad. Caretaker for. So at the very least, the restriction on his phone privileges to contact them.
All right. Well, before I hear from the people, counsel, let me just say, you came in here the first time, and well, let me start with this. Where's our tether?
From my understanding, Judge, I thought community corrections still had it. I thought they had become.
He cut the tether off. We haven't seen it.
Okay.
And I know you made the representation to the court, but I know you wouldn't have personally known that. I'm sure that came from your client or something along those lines. We don't have the tether back.
Okay.
Then, and I get you're making the representation saying your client's going to follow what the court says, but I don't know if anything can be as shocking as walking into a court free, your bond gets revoked, you get put in jail because of something that you've done, and then you still go about violating the court's order.
You can't help but shake your head at how some people seem so disconnected from what's real. Would you give someone like this another shot? Or would you close the door for good? Let's take a closer look. Even his own lawyer had to admit, I know it seems like my client is ignoring the court. And yeah, Everyone could see it. Judge Simpson's reaction? That sharp, sarcastic, "Oh, yeah, just sealed it for me." You could feel the frustration all the way through the screen. It's hard to understand how someone could cut off a tether and think they've outsmarted the system. For most of us, breaking a small rule has immediate consequences. But this guy is asking for the system to trust him again after breaking the rules completely. One moment you're laughing at the audacity. The next you're shaking your head at the immaturity. There's no way any judge could look at this and think,
I'll be honest with you, counsel. I mean, I get what you're saying. I don't have a problem giving people chances. I just don't know that this is the one to give a chance to. Because he just hasn't done anything the court's asked him to do. Ms. Senda.
Your Honor, I will rely mostly on a motion. However, in listening to his jail calls, he has 45 total calls to one number after his privileges were revoked with different pins he's using. Then to the other number, we have 23 calls that were completed since his privileges were revoked with different pins. And in one of these calls, as recently as Monday, there were a few memorable quotes that I heard in the calls, such as, "There's not shit in this world that's going to stop me from talking to you, man. Nothing in this world stopping me from you. I don't hook up what nobody says about none of that. I'm going to be calling until my court date. They're not going to do shit. At the end of the day, they can't do shit. I'm going to talk to you till I can't talk to you no more. I'll be home. I'm not worried, man. I know I told you this is about to be my last call, but I'm not stopping shit. I'm not stopping nothing." And then, why stop now if they already know? So I have extreme concerns that he cannot follow court orders, considering he cut off his tether, continually, flagrantly calling the victim on other pins, both numbers, acknowledging in some of the calls that he should not be contacting her, and continue to contact her. He just cannot abide by any of the court orders that are set before him. So I have great concerns, and especially given the violent nature of this case as well.
Anything else, counsel? I mean, counsel, does your client want me to just request to the jail that they put him in solitary so that he has no contact with anyone, can't use their PIN number? If he thinks we can't do something, and if particularly you're going to look at this judge and think I can't do something, young man, you're going to learn a big lesson.
So I definitely don't want that. My client.
Well, he needs to, and I don't mean to interrupt you, counsel, but he needs to understand. You can say all that stuff. You are not that big, not that bad. Now, if you want to play with me, this is the kids say, mess around and find out. I guess that's not the quote, but yeah, well, it's close, but I did pretty good. I said it okay, right now. All right.
So just, if I may, just briefly, my client would like to.
Go ahead.
I want to apologize. I don't think I'm being bad at all. It's very about my child. I can't say that I'm not in here for nothing. You know, obviously think I am. Yeah. I just want to apologize. Like I said, I'm not being bad. I don't want to be here at all. I really don't. Truly. Again, please show mercy. Please. That's all that matters.
I have no problem showing mercy to those that deserve it and have earned it. You have not. Motion for bond reduction or any change is denied. His bond will continue as revoked.
Thank you, Judge. And for the record, this is also, from my understanding, the PCC.
Yes, sir. Is all discovery complete?
And I would ask if possible, if possible.
People have their witnesses available on the first.
We'll do our best, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination in person will be set April 1st, 2025, 9 a.m. in person before Judge Perry.
And Your Honor, I did want to make it clear where I did contact the jail yesterday, and they have blocked both of victims' new numbers and old numbers, so there should not be any more
calls coming through. All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
He'll follow the rules next time. Honestly, I agree with Judge Simpson here. This guy doesn't deserve another chance. He shows no respect for boundaries, keeps contacting someone he shouldn't, and even brags that the court can't stop him. That's not just arrogance, it's dangerous. Cutting off a tether is one thing, but he also doesn't seem to understand who he's dealing with. Judge Simpson isn't someone to test twice. Even his apology seemed hollow, like he was just going through the motions. At this point, jail time with strict restrictions seems like the only sensible solution. The court has to back up its rules with action. Thanks for watching, and take note, sometimes actions have real consequences, no matter what you think you can get away with.